the shit they say. She just finds him so funny. And she was like, damn, like Angela doesn't have a job. Like, yeah, subscribe to that channel. Like, that sucks, but it is what it is. Like I said, if you guys are fans of them at all, go ahead and help them out. They all have YouTube channels. I mean, Quarterback he's good. I mean, he does Friday Night Tights. He's fine. And Dave's pretty good. But, you know, you can still subscribe to Dave Landau Comedian. And apparently their stuff is still going to stay up on the YouTube channel. So you can watch all the old stuff, apparently. From what I heard. I don't know if that's still true. Like I said, I haven't watched the last 2 episodes. So I don't know if they said something that I haven't seen yet. But I'm probably going to watch them tomorrow. Anyway, let's get on to something that's a little bit, I don't know. Could you even call this lighter? Corey.
I can do a little bit of show and tell if you want to move on to something later.
I was going to say, Corey, should I just bring you back in when you're home? Let me unmute.
Another 25 minutes, so I'll just sit here muted if that's cool with you. If not, I'll just join back when I'm settled in at home.
Well, no, you can sit here muted. Just join back as yourself when you get back.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the plan. I'm not gonna stay on my phone the entire night. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, you know who my other is.
So what's this about Star Wars?
Well, we're gonna save that for when you're home. So because that's gonna be a conversation. All right, I'm gonna mute you. Goodbye. Banished him to the Shadow Realm.
Banished to the Shadow Realm. Let me see if I can find that Chainsaw Man article too. So if you want to cover
co-host for now.
Or I could do again. Like I said, I have a little bit of show and tell I can do because I got something
go ahead. Go ahead.
I got something very interesting in the mail today.
Let's go.
Well, hold on, wait. There's more. I also got so.
Oh, let's go! And that's the manga, right?
Yeah, that's the whole manga series.
Fuck yeah,
it was basically half off, so I bought both box sets half off.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. So there's
Yeah, I need that. I need the rest of Blood War first because I want to eventually get all of Bleach. But that's a lot. I need Blood War first. Like, dude, my Blood War box set 3 out of 4 is like 3 feet off the ground. It's freaking tall, dude. It's like stacked. There's like a fuck ton of things in there.
I liked the anime enough to be like, I kind of want to see what it was like in the source material because this has been a problem, especially lately, like with this season, where like anime just don't get the adaptations that they deserve, and it turns into some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, well, you're gonna see some stuff that you're like not used to. Arceus Rules, yo, what is up, dude?
Hey, yeah, I posted the link to the stream in your Discord. So,
oh, sick.
Yeah, because you forget to do it every time.
Yeah, I do. Thank you. What's up, Marcy?
Again, hopefully he'll be able to join us for Sword Art Online.
I hope so. That would be really cool.
I
mean, I gotta get the. Real quick, to everybody that's on the Patreon, I'm really sorry about what's going on. Since Roman kind of dipped off, it's been hard for him and I to like get together. Like, I need to get all the information set up and get in there and do everything because Corey and I are gonna finish Red versus Blue. We're gonna finish a ton of different anime. We're gonna be doing movies. We're gonna be doing other stuff. So don't worry. You're going to be getting some stuff. I know this is a transitional period, so it's going to be a little bit weird. I'm going to take over the Patreon fully, and I'm going to be doing all of that stuff. So Roman will be doing other things on the Patreon, and I'll be doing some things on the Patreon. And when we do the Lord of the Rings watch party or whatever, he'll be part of that, things like that. So I just want to let you guys know that we're not just sitting back. we are trying to figure out the best way to do this. Roman and I are getting together within the next like day or two to get this done so that we can have it ready for you. And then Corey and I will be right back to Red versus Blue. Mofo and I can get right back to SAO. If I don't know where Crimson's at in SAO, but
I'm at about episode 10 right now.
I think we're on episode 7, so we could easily catch up to that and then bring you in or something like that if you want to be part of it. But anyway, I just want to let everybody who's on the Patreon know that we are doing something. It's just we're figuring it out. All right, it's been like a week and a half, so it's just taking a little bit of time. But you mean Red versus Blue 100%. Corey and I just had an entire conversation about Red versus Blue yesterday for like an hour, texting back and forth about a freaking.
It was beautiful.
Yes, it was. Arceus, I love SAO. That's actually one of my favorite anime. I've watched SAO multiple times. I'm just rewatching it again for like the 7th time. I'm not even shitting you.
I have my complaints about it so far, but it's by no means a bad anime.
No,
I think a lot of the shit that it so far, from what I've seen, a lot of the shit it gets is just overhate.
There's a lot of time skips. That's the problem. Gun Gale does not have time skips. It's season 1, like, and then like halfway through season 1 when it goes to the other thingy chingy. There's not as many time skips, but there's a lot of time skips in the beginning because you have to have them getting to different levels. Whereas, like, I would have liked to see them go through each level and made the show longer. You know what I mean? Like, I would have preferred if season 1 was getting to level 25. And then season 2 was getting to level 50. And then level 75. And then season 3 was like getting to 100. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would have preferred personally, because you get a lot more character development that way. But I do love the characters in SAO. I mean, they're some of my favorites. It's a great show. It really is. It got me an anime. My friend put it on.
It certainly is a cultural icon just for the effect that it had on isekai anime. But to use that as a segue, you know what?
I have this here.
I think we can say before you pull it up, I think we can say that Chainsaw Man has also become a cultural icon because not only because like you like Pochita, right?
I love Pochita, of course. Who doesn't?
Yeah, well, apparently some researchers do as well because they have now named a prehistoric shark after Pochita.
Are you fucking serious?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Well, that's why ordinal scale adapts the final boss. Okay, all right. I can read this. Crimson cannot. It's from the movie. From a movie.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So
I have the article shared here if you want to go through this really quick.
So, I'm going to bring it up. Ordinal scale is fucking sick. It is absolutely awesome. That movie, that's what dude, it's cyberpunk. In a way. All right, let's talk about this. I want to see this shit. I love prehistoric animals, and I love the fact that one's named after Pochita.
Yes. So this happened. I covered this on Wednesday, but I figured this would be something that would be fun to talk about here with you guys too. So I kind of saved it. I posted it in the chat. So it's now a scientific fact that Chainsaw Man is anime's latest cultural icon. A newly discovered species of shark has been named after Chainsaw Man's beloved devilish mascot, Pochita.
Oh, because does he have like a fucking chainsaw-looking jaw coming out of his forehead?
There's an artist rendition down here, but the Pochita Sarah Patricia Canalise is the name of a recently discovered ancient shark whose fossilized remains are found in the Atacama region of Chile. The first half of the shark's name is Pochita Sarah, in honor of Pochita, the chainsaw devil, who eventually made a contract with Denji to turn him into Chainsaw Man. The second portion of the shark's name, Patricia Canalise, is intended to honor the memory of Patricia Canalise. a respected Chilean paleontologist who devoted her life to studying ancient marine fossils in Chile. The name was also meant by researchers to merge scientific recognition with cultural symbolism. So they literally wanted to tie it to like a pop culture figure.
Yeah, dude.
Creating a tribute to both a distinguished Chilean paleontologist and to a globally recognized pop culture figure. So here
That's
are
awesome.
the artists' renditions of Pochita Serra.
It looks like it. Yeah, dude, I could see it. It's like an ancient sawfish. That's really cool. Sawfish are actually one of the oldest. They're a living fossil, if I'm not mistaken. They're one of the oldest species on the planet. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just like, sure, people can talk about how much money the Demon Slayer movie made, but does that bitch ass Demon Slayer have a dinosaur named after it? Is there a Tanjirosaurus? Come on, fucking fight me.
Honestly, bro, Chainsaw Man is the most, like, if you're a Chainsaw Man fan, you guys are like the Star Wars fans that got bullied in the early 2000s. Like, that's like, it's like you guys are the ones that are in a small niche. Chainsaw Man fans are the goats. Not the crazy ones, but there's crazy ones in every fandom. But the Chainsaw Man fans are the goats. They're like Bleach fans. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing, bro. It's like everybody's going for the other two. But then Chainsaw Man fans are just sitting back like, man, we're eating good every week. Fuck off. We're having the best time of our lives with this shit, bro. You have no idea. By the way, I got to catch up on Chainsaw Man.
But yeah, I mean, the rest of the article is just kind of talking about a little bit of the motivation behind it. There isn't really cool. a whole lot of like substantive stuff in there. Just a few comments about the movie and everything, and like a few more of like the same sentiments that we have up above. But I really enjoy the fact that they copied the color palette pretty closely. Like, you know, you have the gray nose, the orange body, and then the black fins. And it's just like, okay, all right, you know what?
It likely, I mean, dude, before I went into environmental science, like paleontology was one of the things I really wanted to do, but like that's a really hard, really, really, really hard thing to get into. But I love fossil dinosaurs. I love ancient animals and archaeology and people and things like that. And like, I'm super freaking jealous of Gary going to Egypt and freaking Ryan and them going to Japan to look at ancient monoliths. I'm gonna do one of those trips at some point, like, because I would love to. But when it comes to like ancient animals, dude, fucking love them. It's so interesting. They're so cool. If that meteor didn't hit, like, the way things would have evolved would have been so goddamn interesting. And that's why some of them are still around, because they make sense. Right? Like, just work. Gotta do errands with the GF. Maybe you'll be live on later. Oh, we'll be live for a while, buddy. Don't worry. We'll be live for a while. Trust me, this Star Wars conversation is not going to be fast. Because we have another thing to talk about, apparently, which I have to look up. But when it comes to like these ancient animals, can't wait, B. Arceus, you're wild, dude. Like these, like, think about a sawfish, right? All it does is swim into a crowd of like a school of fish, and it just shakes its face around. It catches them all, and then it goes to the bottom, shakes it up, and then just picks up the shit. Like, or it goes into the sand and just shakes around the sand. Like, some of these animals, like a remora, like remoras have been around for years. They just chill on the bottom of bigger fish or sharks, and whatever they eat, they just swim off, catch the scraps, and then swim back on and suction cup with their top of their head. So like this would be their belly, but they're stuck to the belly of something else. I have a remora in my store right now, and it's awesome. Like you have these like crocodiles, alligators. You know they can't die of old age. Those cells regenerate constantly. They usually die of disease.
Sorry, it's 6 o'clock at night here, and someone decided to run a shop vac in the house.
You're good. I heard it for a second. But
I know, that's why I muted.
You're good. But some of these things have been around for millions of years and have not changed for a reason. Because they're just peak. Like, no, crab has been crab forever.
Well, they do develop subspecies and stuff. Like, they do, like crabs and stuff, they still do evolve and all that. It's just they maintain very similar features for very long times. Like,
yes,
modern crocodiles have not been around since the time of the dinosaurs.
No, no, not at all.
But their species has been.
Yeah, crocodilians have been. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying the exact. I'm just putting it in layman's terms.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, there's other stuff.
I try to keep it like clarified like that so people understand, because sometimes you'll say some of these like highly technical things and people will misconstrue what you're trying to talk about. I mean, I was under the same impression for a while until someone actually explained what that statement means. So I was like, oh, that's interesting.
No, yeah. So the species of crocodilian has been around for that long. But what's really interesting about crocodilians, again, like it's the same thing with like axolotls. They have these weird things that they can do that nothing else can do, right? Like a crocodilian's cells regenerate. So if it's not killed by something else, or if it's not sick with a cancer or a disease, it could live for hundreds of years, realistically. Like its cells were just regenerated. They cannot die of old age. They are not what is it? Immortal. What's the other one?
Eternally. You're thinking eternal youth.
No. It's not impenetrable. There's another word that means that you legitimately cannot die. But immortal means you can't die from old age. But there's another word that means you literally cannot die. And I'm having a brain fart on it right now. It was something.
No, I think immortality embodies a couple concepts.
No, because elves are immortal, but they can die. They just can't die of old age. I can shoot one in the fucking head and he's dead.
Sure, but that's a type of immortality. There is an immortality where people.
So they're not invincible, but they're immortal. Thank you, Pilgrim.
I think again, immortality just embodies the idea of like something that it can embody just like Wolverine's inability to die because he just regenerates a ton.
Well, yeah, he's immortal, but he's not invincible. He can be killed.
It also embodies the idea of like people who don't die to age, because I mean technically like Wolverine,
that's what I'm saying.
He will die of old age eventually.
Well, that's what I'm saying. These animals cannot die of old age. They die of other natural causes. They don't die of old age. It's not a possible thing. From what we know about crocodilians. Small Time Republic, what's up, dude? Biological immortality. Exactly. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hello.
Howdy, dude.
God, he's here.
Do I sound retarded?
No, actually, you sound better than most times you're on stream.
Well, usually you sound retarded, but this time you sound a little bit less.
Yeah, other than than how I usually am, yeah.
Dude, listen.
I mean, other than being Mexican, yes, it's something like that.
Yes.
You're not even drinking yet.
Oh, I've been drinking. It's just I found this weird blueberry pomegranate fusion of brisk, so I decided to give it a try.
I think I've seen that before.
It's non-alcoholic, but it's actually not that bad.
Drinking coffee out of my John Candy mug. It says, I like me.
Oh Lord.
By the way, that is another show. That is another movie I'm going to do on the Patreon for this month.
Oh, that documentary?
No, not the documentary. The actual
What?
movie.
Oh.
What's it called? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh.
Where he says, I like me. That's my favorite. One of my favorite movies, and I watch it every Thanksgiving with my parents. But Planes, Trains, the first time I watched it, I was in Alaska. But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is fucking awesome.
Oui.
We're gonna watch it for the Patreon, and everybody in the Discord is invited. It's a really wholesome movie. Yo, Pilgrim, did you see some shit that I sent you? You see
He started the racism. I have the go ahead. Oh god.
Pilgrim, you see some of the shit that I sent you on Discord or Instagram today? I sent him some fucking hilarious ass memes, bro. Some stupid shit.
Oh, that's cute.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's adorable. I bet you Corey's taking a shit and then he'll be here. I want to talk about Star Wars. Wait, yo, give me your Virgin Punk review. Hold on, I'm chewing mine on some peanuts.
I have a cookie in my mouth. Snickerdoodles, because they're fucking awesome.
Snickerdoodles are the shit. I agree with you.
So, Virgin Punk. So I like the idea of it, okay? It's got like an interesting
My
sort
bad,
of
that was my fault.
What the fuck was that?
That was
I'm
my
trying to do
sister.
a review here. Your sister was not invited to this fucking stream. What the fuck? Anyway, Virgin Punk. So I like the idea of it. Got a Cowboy Bebop vibe to it. Kind of like futuristic bounty hunter stuff. And the premise is that there are like these people out there who get like body modifications, and it turns them into like these really tough cyborgs. So normal bullets won't affect them. They have like weapons in like their arms and like limbs and stuff.
But are they all virgins? Like, I don't understand where the name comes from.
Well,
they need to be virgins to get the augment.
No,
you have to be a virgin to become a cyber human.
You must be pure of heart.
Okay, so the main character. Shut the fuck up, would you?
Continue.
God damn
it. So the main character, starts out like in an orphanage, and the guy running the orphanage is apparently like a serial killer who has killed all of the children's parents and taken them in some like charity scam or whatever. So bounty hunter, cyborg bounty hunters show up and kill the guy. It basically ruins her life. She decides then to become a bounty hunter herself. And goes about it without getting any of like the cybernetic modifications or anything. Oh, and also one of the bounty hunters who showed up on the day where they like shot up the orphanage and everything to kill the director.
Cool.
He is a creep who takes a photo of this 14-year-old orphan and like saves it in his memory. And then later on in life, when she's all grown up, he then abducts her, forcibly makes her undergo like the procedure to basically become a cyborg. So the only organic part of her left after that is her brain. The rest of her body is entirely mechanical. Oh, and he also turns her back into her 14-year-old self so he can creep on her in the shower.
Nice.
So the idea behind it is she's working for him as an assassin, all while she's trying to figure out a way that she can kill him to get back at him for ruining her life twice. The unfortunate thing about this, though, is it's only about 40 minutes long, and the thing isn't complete. So, like, the story isn't complete.
Oh,
it's a fucking movie? I thought it was a show.
Yeah, it's a short film, effectively.
Okay, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Part with her.
Now the runtime is like an hour and 40 minutes, but an hour of that is just the director stroking himself off.
Is it worth a watch?
It would be worth a watch when you eventually find it for free. It's not worth going to the theaters for.
Oh, I wouldn't go to the theaters for it.
That part where you said that only the only thing that's human about her after is her brain reminds me of a Alita Battle Angel.
Never watched that. Never got into Alita.
There's an OVA about like the first arc, but the fucking manga is pretty fucking
I
great.
will say it was really weird to like I wasn't expecting it to have like completely uncensored titties.
Wait, but how old is she?
As a person, she's 24, but the creeper
All
uses
right.
cybernetics to like recreate her 14-year-old
Oh yes,
body. It's
Strange. Strange.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of strange.
Anyway, but it kind of makes sense once you realize that this is by the same guy who created, I believe the series is called Mezzoforte and Akite, which those are things you would find on.
I don't know if you can say that word. Don't say that again.
Kite?
Akite?
K-I-T-E?
Okay, it didn't sound like that.
Anyway,
Oh,
it starts to
you
make
thought the B
sense once you
word.
realize that those are things you will only ever find on like hentai sites.
Bro, I hate how long this reload is.
Wait, so he made Akite and what?
Mezzoforte.
Mezzoforte?
I actually posted a clip of
look that
Mezzoforte
up,
in the
kids.
NSFW chat.
No, don't.
I'm trying to look for it, but I don't think I could find it.
Anyway,
Yeah, Pilgrim's like, God damn it! You don't want that in your search history. I don't even know what this is.
so like I enjoy the premise of it. This part of it hasn't been like like ridiculously pornographic or anything, but like I if this were a series, I would continue watching it because the animation is amazing, the soundtrack is awesome. I like the character writing so far. Like you have a really good villain in this fucking creepy assassin ringleader called Mr. Elegance, who literally like is a notorious pedophile, basically.
Oh damn! At least he's the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he needs to be killed.
Yeah, and the whole premise is she like the end of the episode is basically she goes and buys like a 500 Smith and Wesson, and is like, I am going to find a way to put a bullet in your head.
Good.
Bro,
that's a big gun.
Well, I mean,
I'm like,
Tokyo's Will kind of did that with the priest. Like he's like that, but like also kind of worse because he eats you too.
So, like, if it had been like a legitimate anime series, like if you had done like a 12-episode series based on this, I think it could be really good. The unfortunate reality, though, is that it was one episode that I went to see in the theater, so I don't know if there's going to be more or not.
I have a feeling there probably would be.
Wait, so like, is this something new?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so, okay.
There's trailers for it on Crunchyroll. I mean, the animation looks good.
Yeah, it genuinely seems like a really fucking cool thing. It's just unfortunate that there's only one episode of it. And so they don't really give a conclusive story within 40 minutes of this part.
No, I haven't.
So you saw the theaters then?
I did. Which was really weird because it felt like I got tricked into watching porn at the theaters.
It was weird because there was a guy masturbating next to you, huh?
No, it was me and then a couple in the back row.
It was you masturbating.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I saved that.
I understand why that's awkward.
I saved it until I got home. Okay.
It's like I'm backed up.
Speaking of anime that's like been popping off, dude, My Hero's animation recently has been insanely good. I've really
you got My Hero. I put up One Punch Man.
The best part of this is Roman's gonna come back and clip this, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
I must have old at you.
Yeah.
So
dude,
Roman, if you're watching this in the future, hi.
I'm gonna say right now, Roman, 2 hours and 12 minutes is not considered a clip.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Something about just like that's not a clip. Like you literally could have taken our whole power scaling conversation and made that a clip. You can't
Yes.
take 2 hours of various conversations and call
Not
that a clip.
Yeah.
Roman really is special.
I'm just
Anyway.
saying, dude. I saw that.
So-
I was like, it says Crimson. What the fuck? And I was like, well, that could be any point in time over the stream.
So anyway,
because if it's 2
to
hours and
wrap
12
up
minutes, just watch
really
the
quick here,
stream.
the Virgin Punk review. I would honestly like give it like an 8 out of 10. But it's not worth going to see in theaters because like it's just there's not enough content there to like justify you going and buying a ticket for it. Like wait for it to become like a streaming thing on a service that you actually pay for already.
Yeah, sure. Wink, wink. Pay for it.
Hey, I'm just saying. Okay.
There you go.
Don't worry.
I'll ask Jack.
No, a clip could be like 28 minutes max if it's a long
Yeah,
stream.
maybe. Not
Yeah, 45
No.
minutes maybe.
Well, I guess sometimes EFAP has like an hour segment clip,
Well,
but I
that's
mean,
what I
still,
have
2
said.
Well,
hours is
a clip
excessive.
should be focused on one thing specifically.
One
Like it
subject.
should
Right,
be
yeah.
one part of like one coherent part of a conversation. I watched some of what Roman posted in that Crimson What
I
the Fuck
watch
thing,
every single one. I have
and
to.
Damn.
we like you easily could have just had the power like a whole like a much shorter clip with the power scaling stuff because that
Yeah.
was a whole conversation.
Just constructive criticism for our boy.
He
'Cause
needs it.
that's what his current job is. It's just he's backstage doing stuff. He's not here now, but
He's
Corey couldn't
backstage
make
giving
it.
out handies.
Roman's in the shadows.
He
Romo,
is the shadow government.
If I change the
Corey
background now, he'll actually be in the bottom right corner.
Corey couldn't make it tonight. Or
I don't know where the fuck he is.
oh, probably slumped.
No, he's probably shitting.
Damn.
Hold on. He, Pilgrim. Hold on. Watch. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this currently.
Wait, shut the fuck. Are you calling him?
Yeah. You shouldn't.
Are you serious?
Before anything got a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. Don't say anything. Don't say anything that is a gamer word.
No, it's real good over here.
No, I mean currently. Because you're on speakerphone on the stream. There he is.
Ah, what the fuck?
Hola. ¿Dónde está tu baño?
I'm gonna switch you two. There we go. That looks good. What up, buddy? We ready to talk about this Star Wars bullshit?
To go retrieve, and then we're good.
Corey, I have to ask you one thing.
Give me like 5 more minutes.
All right, you freaking
Quick
goober.
wink.
Where we at?
What news in Star Wars has happened? I don't think I heard anything.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna look something up because I'm gonna remind everybody. Has anybody here played the Knights of the Old Republic?
I have not.
No.
I know Corey has, and I have. Does anybody know? Okay, so when you play the Knights of the Old Republic, there's a ton of lore, right? And that lore, depending on what class you pick, you get a lot of lore of the galaxy, right? It's a really great game for that aspect. So much like if you were to play Skyrim, like you learn so much about Tamriel in general just by playing the game and like doing the different side quests and things like that. So your classes would be like Scoundrel, bounty hunter, or I think it's smuggler, bounty hunter.
Can I step in? I know exactly what you're talking about. Are you talking about the new Star Wars: The Old Republic, or are you talking about KOTOR?
I am talking about KOTOR, original KOTOR.
The original KOTOR. Your three classes are soldier, consular, and smuggler. And then those branch off into various other stuff.
Where you can be a Sith. The one where you can be a Sith and be a Jedi.
From the get-go?
All right, Knights of the Old Republic 2 then. The one where you can actually be a Sith the entire time.
You can be dark side leaning both times, but
all right, Corey.
With KOTOR 2, you get force sensitive sooner, and you can start doing dark side shit sooner. But you can be on the dark side for both games.
What's the one where they keep telling you the freaking code of the Sith? That's all I'm talking about.
Oh, the Sith code?
Yes, they keep telling you over and over and over again to the point where you freaking memorize it yourself because you're playing it. The Sith code, peace is a lie.
Yeah, no, that's either the Knights of the Old Republic, because you get to play as a Sith from the get-go, or you're thinking KOTOR 2, but I don't think KOTOR 2 ever specifically says it. I know KOTOR 1 says the Jedi code a bunch.
I know one of them, if you choose the Sith side, they just keep freaking saying it. You have to keep repeating it. Like, they say it to you all the time. Like, through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain
That's
power.
probably KOTOR 1, because when you realize that you're Revan, you can actually just take over the Sith Empire, and then you just go to war with the Republic.
So, that is how I'm prefacing this conversation, right?
All right.
We know what the Sith code is, and we know what the rule of 2 is, correct, gentlemen?
Yes.
And
like one of the most basic Star Wars concepts.
So everybody knows what the rule of 2 is, which to those who may not know, or a refresher, it is the point of Darth Bane and his apprentice Zana killed off every other, basically put something together where everybody else would kill each other. And what they did was they created the rule of 2. They were in secret. And the rule of 2 is one Sith has one apprentice. Then that way, the Sith don't turn on each other, don't kill each other. But the apprentice will eventually kill the master and then find another apprentice. And the cycle continues. So,
okay.
Disney has fucking done something retarded. Again.
Okay.
So, guys, I just want to say this is going to be a conversation.
Let me guess. Is the rule 2 gone?
Star Wars has revealed the real reason Emperor Palpatine was so weak in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, first of all,
fuck, he looks horrible.
He shoots lightning into the sky that just destroys a ton of ships. Would y'all consider that weak? I'm not defending this movie. I'm just saying, would you consider that weak?
No.
No, if you can take out an entire fucking fleet with a one move, it's pretty powerful.
Yep. I'd argue
That's what
now.
I'm saying. Okay, so
you sure?
Yeah.
Unlimited power.
I think that it was fuck. I think.
Okay, just because he's not the most powerful Sith ever does not mean he isn't powerful.
I'm not saying he.
No,
I'm making the argument that did what he do there, was that powerful? Yes. But as a whole, there's been other feats done that are more powerful than what Palpatine did in that instance.
Absolutely, bro.
I know, but he's not. He's no slouch.
No, but what I'm saying is he should have been able to do that when he was fucking alive. Like, if he's doing this when he's half dead, he should have been able to do this when he was fucking alive. Like,
so So you're saying that they made him look much stronger than what he was in the original?
I'm saying that right here, this article is already retarded because it says, why is he weak? Well, they show him being stronger. Well, he's weak because he loses to a dumbass, but like they're saying that he's
To a woman.
They show him that he's being stronger. Guys, just fucking wait for this.
Okay, now Pilgrim's gonna play the fucking sexism card too.
Lucasfilm did a pretty poor job of explaining Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Fucking true. But a newly released canon novel, goddammit, sheds some light on how the rule of two weakened the villain.
What?
Yes.
Now, I will argue.
Get out of my. What is this?
I will make an argument that the rule of two does weaken the Sith.
Yes, but Corey,
Mm-hmm.
the important
numbers
part
wise,
is
you mean?
actually down.
What?
Okay.
Look, no matter how powerful
Star Wars:
you
The
are,
Rise of Skywalker.
if people have just sheer numbers, you're going to succumb to that. So, in that sense, the rule of two doesn't really make sense. But in terms of like Star Wars context, like the whole point is the Sith went underground, and the rule of two was to ensure that really only the strong survive. It was like forced Darwinian evolution.
Yeah, but it worked. It took 1,000 years, but it worked.
They got Darth Vader.
They eventually did. The Sith did take over the galaxy. The one thing they
I'm not gonna
couldn't
lie. Okay.
figure out was the chosen one. It worked. Palpatine in his rule of two worked. He never truly had. So, okay, all right. This is about to get, dude. I've read this article, so you guys are about to be really fucking pissed with what you see because it makes zero goddamn sense. So, did Palpatine ever truly have an apprentice up until Darth Vader?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maul was not his apprentice. He was a Sith assassin.
Dooku.
Yeah, but he still had Dooku, yeah.
Okay, so he gets Dooku later.
Wait,
on.
hold on. Doesn't Palpatine refer to Maul as his apprentice?
In the movie, yes.
Yes, in the movie, yes, but like canonically, Maul is not Sith. He calls himself.
And why do you have red lightsabers?
But Plagueis always that he was a tool. Plagueis didn't like the fact that Maul existed. He only used him as a tool. He wasn't. All right, Corey, you want to take it?
Here's how I would argue. If a person believes in the Jedi Code and prays like a Jedi, but has not been granted the rank of Padawan, are they the Jedi? Are they a Jedi?
No. You would have in any order. I would agree with you on that one. The point you're making, you have to be initiated into the order by someone who is a part of that order. That's a fair.
So Maul's trained Sith, but he's not. They call him Darth Maul, but he's not actually.
So the point I'm going to make here is Luke's not a Jedi either. He was never inducted and given the rank of Padawan by any Jedi.
Yeah, well, he's a new Jedi.
He's not a Jedi.
Yeah,
we don't see
but the new
Yoda give him the rank of Padawan.
I feel like hold on. I feel like you can argue that Luke is a Jedi. Because I think you can't argue that Luke is a Jedi because technically Yoda had been exiled from the Order. Obi-Wan was dead. None of the Jedi existed left. It really comes down to Luke can pick up the title and take on the training and the ideals of the Jedi and rightfully call himself a Jedi. At that point.
The new Jedi.
Well, that's why the book is called The New Jedi Order. That's why there's 14 books in the New Jedi Order series. It's the New Jedi Order. It's Luke's Jedi Order.
So Luke is a little bit different. He didn't enter the Jedi in the traditional way, but I think he gets a pass because circumstances. Darth Maul, I'll accept your argument for. Like, sure, he was given an official Sith title, but he never actually was an apprentice, if that's canon.
He was Palpatine's apprentice in the same way that Dooku had Ventress.
So, if that's not the case, would you either argue that they're either dark Jedi, or would you argue that Palpatine and Dooku broke the rule of 2?
No, they're Sith assassins, and they did break the rule of 2. They're Sith, but they're Sith assassins. They're not Sith Lord.
If Dooku was never the apprentice, then he's just a fallen Jedi.
He is a fallen Jedi because he never has orange eyes. He never has Sith eyes. He's a fallen Jedi. He never gets Sith eyes ever.
So that means Palpatine never had if we're going along this argument, Palpatine hasn't had a Padawan or an apprentice until Darth Vader.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Or you could argue that he has the entire time because he's been grooming Anakin.
Now, what you could also make the argument is, has anyone here besides me played Star Wars: The Old Republic?
I have not.
Okay. You have, Roland?
Yes, I've played The Old Republic.
The MMO
when I was
online?
Younger, I'm playing it again right now, actually, but it's been a long time.
Okay, so the reason I'm bringing this up is, if we go off of that continuity of SWTOR, then technically Dooku, Ventress, and Maul would be Sith.
Well, Grievous would also be a Sith assassin. He's just not Sith.
Yes, so Grievous would also be a Sith. If you look at the way...
No, he would be a Sith assassin. He doesn't go by any of the mystical arts or anything like that. He doesn't give a fuck about that shit. But he does, like...
He just hunts Jedi. He's just a bounty hunter with lightsabers.
Yes, but not really though, because Grievous, it's like, I would love it. They would never make it, but I would love a Grievous show, because like, even if it's animated and it's like an hour long, I would just love it because he's such an interesting character that absolutely, like, I mean, he's tragic as fuck. It really sucks because he could have been such a force for good, and he's not, and he is twisted by Dooku and Sidious and lied to his entire cybernetic life. And he becomes a Sith assassin. Like, he is the replacement for Maul, because Maul would have been in his place at that point in time. Most certainly. If Maul survived. Maul would have been the one there if he had lived. And he had killed Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. He would have been the one in that.
To finish the point I was making before, with SWTOR, there is a class called Sith Assassin. Now, you can have your Sith Assassin have the yellow eyes or not. But if we look at the Sith Assassin, all it takes for you to be a Sith is to believe in the code, bleed a crystal, and receive teaching from someone in the Order, which Maul and Dooku have received, and Ventress has received. So looking at that, those three individuals would be Sith, meaning the rule of 2 broke before the Clone Wars and during the Clone Wars.
Who won it?
In addition to all of that, there's a good number of things that, like, I feel like you could make the argument for and against. I feel like there's a lot we could do to make the argument for why Dooku, Ventress, and Maul are all Sith. And unfortunately, there's only so much we can do as a 8-man stream. Hang on a second.
Wow, you calling me fat? You saying I count for 2 men?
Yeah. You and your massive peener.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Sometimes silence is the best.
I don't know where you get massive from, dude. Like, I look, they call me Subway not because it's a foot long, but because it's 5.5 inches of subprime meat.
Dude, I left for 30 seconds. What the fuck?
He said I have a big dick, and it's weird.
Yeah.
He said
okay.
He's complimenting the homie's cock. I don't know how to feel about this.
I gotta gas up the bro.
Okay. Anyway, Corey, you just explained more Sith stuff, I assume. So
Sure.
Let's continue with this article because it is about to cause a whole different conversation. Now that we have explained a lot of Sith lore to you guys, and specifically about the Rule of Two and Palpatine and Maul and his apprenticeships and things like that, let's get into this. Episode 9 did a poor job of explaining how Palpatine had somehow returned. Ultimately, we were able to piece together a vague series of events that included him transferring his essence into a waiting clone body, unable to contain his powerful Sith form. We know this. The villain spent decades trying and failing to create a suitable form and managed to manipulate Kylo Ren by possessing Supreme Leader Snoke. And Disney has been trying to explain that ever since. I added that part. We're still not sure whether Snoke was another failed clone or a being from elsewhere in the galaxy. He wasn't. He was bullshit. Yeah, there's no explanation. We'll never get one. The former seems more likely, but with fan service such a priority in The Rise of Skywalker, explanations weren't much of a priority for Abrams, it seems. No, because it's show, don't tell. That's all he fucking does, right?
Yeah.
A new canon novel. So, guys, everything we said, by the way, about the Sith doesn't matter to Disney. They could give a fuck. And
yeah, when you can rewrite your
Star
own
Wars,
rules,
Master of
anything,
Evil,
right?
by Adam Christopher. Yeah, exactly. Has just been released, and it sheds new light on why Palpatine was in such a weakened state as he fucking annihilated a fleet with his hands. Yeah, he's in a weakened state when we found him in The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know, maybe because he should be fucking dead. That would make sense.
God.
Maybe have a different villain. Maybe do some writing. You could still have Palpatine in the movie. You know how you do it, right? Here's how you do it. Before we get into this bullshit, which is about to blow your fucking mind. Before we get into this bullshit, okay, you want Palpatine in the movie? You could have still had the big reveal at Star Wars Celebration where he comes on stage and says, do it, and roll it again, and all that shit, right? But you have him be the Force Ghost for, like, the villain. Like, they mentioned that Snoke had a second apprentice. You never used him. They're going to use him in this other movie, which we're going to...
Yeah.
But my point being is, how do you... Like, you could still use him and have a different villain as the final boss.
Yeah. So, like here's what they could have done, right?
Hold on. The Sith cannot have a corporeal form after death the same way that the Jedi can, but what they can do is attach themselves to objects. So maybe, right? Maybe Sidious would have attached himself to an object that this other Sith guy fucking has. Kind of like a Horcrux from Harry Potter. That's kind of how it works.
Can I build off your idea real quick?
Absolutely.
So, here's a crazy idea. Sith ghosts also can possess people.
Yep.
So, the Horcrux that Palpatine could do, especially if you wanted to add it in that secret Sith knife, is he either bound his soul.
Knife, bro, I hate that thing. They're like, this is a knife that leads you to. It's thousands of years old, but it leads you to the Death Star fucking wreckage. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here, yo.
But it's just like you know what? You know what would have made that,
Exegol, bro. And fucking they made Vader go there. They made Vader go to Exegol in the comics, and he never told Luke, yo. By the way, Palpatine's cloning himself on this planet. Here's the way to get there. Fuck off, bro.
What they could have done was they could have had Palpatine bind himself to the dagger, and that's why, like, the dagger could have had nothing to do with finding the Death Star wreckage.
Rey should have been dark side.
No, hear me out. Let me cook. The dagger, Palpatine's soul in it. Palpatine's soul is like, Rey, you want to go this direction, but she can't explain why. So she holds up the dagger to try and explain it. But the dagger is being a fucking dagger. It doesn't do anything. It's Palpatine's soul saying go that way. She goes that way. to the nexus where most of Palpatine's soul is stored because, hey, Palpatine's powerful. Palpatine died in the wreckage of the Death Star. It would make sense for most of his soul. Hold on. Most of Palpatine's soul, most of Palpatine's soul is inside the Death Star. She goes in there. Rey is overtaken and possessed by Palpatine. Rey's new lightsaber are the 2 lightsabers that Palpatine left behind in his throne room when he died and was picked up by Vader. That's how Rey gets her red lightsabers. That's how Rey gets possessed by Palpatine and falls to the dark side. And that's how we have Rey become the villain and keep Palpatine in it. And the movie ends with we just hear Rey screaming and it just shows the Death Star. And then it comes back to Kylo Ren being like, what the fuck? And then Leia reaching out to Kylo and being like, look, son, like, Ben, like, we lost this girl. Like, I'm asking you as your mother, pleading with him. And for the first half of the movie, he's just like, fuck you, Mom, you have no control over me. And then he goes and finds Rey.
Yeah, but then how would the woman be the protagonist?
Because, hear me out. Hear me out. The protagonist would be Rey up until the 9th movie. The 9th movie, the protagonist is Leia. Because Leia was originally supposed to be the hero of the next 3 movies. So it was supposed to be Anakin for the first 3, Luke for the second 3, Leia for the last 3. So Leia, being the hero, would then go in, redeem her son, who's an actual Skywalker. Through redeeming her son, she really can't fight because, Carrie Fisher's just old as shit and now dead. Rest in peace. But those two, the 2 Skywalkers, could have went and faced the remnants of Palpatine and the new version of Palpatine. And we could have had Leia be this massively force-powerful woman who would fight kind of like...
Dead? Can we have Luke not be dead?
Luke could not be dead here too, yeah. Luke could be there too. And it could be brother and sister and nephew.
So,
which would then, and if we also get Han and Chewie there, it would then show how powerful Palpatine is. Not only is he possessing and imbuing so much power into this woman, but it's taking the original heroes plus Kylo to take him down, and once it's down, we could then have Kylo. Vitiate. What's that?
You want to make him like Emperor Vitiate then?
Yeah, but possessing people isn't being like Vitiate.
No, I know. But you want to make him like the new Vitiate, which I would like.
If I wanted to make him the new Vitiate, he would have groomed someone else. He would have groomed Snoke, taken over Snoke, and then he would have groomed Kylo, and then we would have had Kylo be the main antagonist with Palpatine's power.
No, we could still have Snoke, but no, instead of him taking over Kylo, you have her pick up the knife. And here's what I'm saying. You have the knife be very similar, right? The knife can be very similar to the One Ring if you really wanted to. And have it be like it's Palpatine's essence in something. And when she picks up the knife, like that's the thing that allows her, like she stops Kylo from picking it up.
If you want to make the argument, the way I explained it would make Palpatine more powerful than Vitiate. Because Vitiate transferred his essence from one body to another. And Vitiate's original body is still in existence. That's how Vitiate keeps coming back. Because Vitiate still has his original Sith form from thousands of years ago.
True, yeah.
But with Palpatine, he completely transferred his essence into the Death Star. And if you want to make Palpatine even better, you could say that Palpatine...
The Death Star shouldn't even exist. It should have burned up in orbit and caused a nuclear winter.
Yes, but hear me out. You're familiar with battle limitation, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. I will explain it for those who are probably not the most...
Yes, explain battle meditation, because I think I might be the only person here that knows about it other than maybe chat.
Okay, so battle meditation is the practice of someone strong in the Force like Palpatine, like Luke. Actually, I'll put a pin in that thought. Battle meditation is a way to juice up your army. So for Jedi perceive things much faster than us.
Didn't Mitra Surik use that?
Mitra Surik? No.
Is it her or Bastilla? One of them used it. Did. Bastilla was the one who developed it, right?
No, she learned it, but she mastered it at age 20, which is like fucking insane.
Okay. Yeah.
So
he's like the fucking avatar, bro.
Yeah, to go with Bastilla, she used it when the Endar Spire was getting attacked in the beginning of the mission, or the beginning of the game, and that's why you were able to get to an escape pod.
Yep.
That's also why she was able to get captured. She also uses it at the end of the game, and whether you stay on the light side, you can redeem her, and then through her, she starts using it to help the Republic beat the Starforge and the Sith Empire. Or if you choose the dark side, she keeps helping the Sith Empire, and then the Sith Empire, along with everything in the Starforge, destroys the Republic fleet, allowing them to then move forward and conquer the Republic.
Yeah.
But I digress. Battle meditation, essentially, it gives the people who don't have force powers essentially something akin to force sensitivity. It allows people to predict their friends' movements. It allows them to react quicker. It allows them to go on longer without feeling fatigue. And in some cases, it even lets them hit harder if they're in a physical fight. So think of like all the Jedi senses, but it's given to.
It's basically a buff.
Yeah, it's a massive buff. It's giving force sensitivity to people who shouldn't have it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's really fucking strong, and you like basically almost nobody can do it. I think Yoda did it one time. Like, Luke can do it. Luke did it in the EU.
Luke did it in a very more concentrated, weaker form in the 8th movie. Luke's force projection is like the sibling to battle meditation.
I was talking about EU.
Right, but I'm saying if you want a way to think about it, think of the way Luke used his thing. He used a form of battle meditation. He used battle meditation to help the rest of the rebels inside the facility escape, and then he used most of his power to hold off Kylo Ren.
Dude, don't even say that they knew that was battle meditation. They had no fucking idea.
No, they didn't. I'm just trying to be nice.
Yeah, you're being too fucking nice. Don't be nice to that movie. Fuck that movie.
Okay, fuck that movie.
No, that's not battle meditation. That's some random ass bullshit they came up with. Anyway, a new canon Star Wars novel, Star Wars Master of Evil by Adam Christopher, has just been released, and it sheds new light on why Palpatine was in such a weakened state as he took down an entire fleet. When we found him in The Rise of Skywalker, Luke's fucking dead. Jesus Christ. This explains why immensely powerful Anakin Skywalker is so appealing to Palpatine as an apprentice, and why he kept him by his side even after the former Jedi became more machine than man as Darth Vader. When Vader turned on his master, the rule of two was broken, and without his apprentice's power to leech from, the villain was weakened.
So basically, Palpatine was never strong.
So he's leeching from Anakin's power? Yeah. Without his apprentice's power to leech from, the villain was weakened. As for why he used Snoke as an intermediary rather than taking Ben Solo as his apprentice, Palpatine likely feared another betrayal in his frail form.
So, with this explanation,
that left Palpatine forced to rely on getting Rey to kill him.
So they're
why
retroactively trying to...
in quotations. Rey is his granddaughter.
That
Rey is his actual blood-related granddaughter.
they're just retroactively trying to explain the piss poor writing. Like none of this was planned. They're literally just going back and like, okay, what possible explanations can we have? Palpatine was never strong. He was just stealing power from everyone.
Guys, the power of the dark side is the truth, but it is not a truth to be shared. Its secrets are to be gathered, hoarded, kept for the self. That is how it's meant to be. The master's strength and power come from the anger and fear of its apprentice. The master uses that power, absorbing the resentment, fueling the fire, focusing his power and his grip on the dark side. It is the apprentice that makes the master, not the master that makes the apprentice. Not the master. Okay, so that's fucking bullshit. So why doesn't Sidious have 1,000 fucking apprentices? What the fuck? This is bullshit.
Like, wouldn't the rule of two
The
literally
master
be like
gains their power.
the kryptonite of that whole power system?
Yes. By that quote, the rule of two actually just destroyed the Sith.
Doesn't make sense.
Meaning Darth Bane would have been the ultimate,
the rule of
like...
two just doesn't make fucking sense. The rule of two is fucking pointless now.
Well, to be fair, the rule of two was always
This kills
pointless.
the rule of two. Why?
The rule of two is always a bad
yes,
idea.
No, but hence why I said but it fucking worked. Palpatine took over the galaxy, except for the fact that he didn't expect the son of the Chosen One to show up. It worked.
I mean, yes, but at the same time,
it worked.
It worked. It worked. But what I'm saying is the Sith.
Argue that it didn't.
All I'm gonna say is the Sith were able to take on the Republic at full strength, knowing they were there. And the Sith, without the rule of two, were able to hold the Republic at bay.
Well, it was what's his name, who fucked it up. The one guy.
Who?
And that's what caused Bane to make the rule of two. My point is, this goes directly against the Sith code. Mm-hmm. This goes directly against the rule of two. This goes against, like, whether or not the rule of two is correct, this goes against lore.
This also is,
like,
I hope people who are diehard Star Wars fans read this and then realize Disney is just a fucking shit-eating grifter, and then they just cancel their subscriptions, and then we just bleed Disney dry until Disney. I hope one day in my lifetime I can see Disney go bankrupt.
Good luck.
Me too.
Oh, I know. But I'm really hoping Disney goes bankrupt.
And power. The master's strength and power come from the anger and fear of his apprentice. So, therefore, Palpatine had no power until Anakin. That is why I started this conversation with.
Why not then just take someone, like make someone like accept their role as your apprentice and just chain them up in your fucking basement?
That's what I'm saying. This is so stupid. Like he could have just made Darth Maul a fucking Sith Lord and then just beat the living shit out of him every fucking day. Like, or why not just
child abuse is my power. Unlimited.
Unlimited child abuse. But like
it sounds like a fucking domain expansion from like a meme or something. Domain expansion. Unlimited child abuse.
Child abuse. It's just a fist. It's a fist with a gavel or some shit. I don't know. Or fucking nightclub.
No, it's a giant fist with an empty bottle of alcohol.
With a belt? Oh, a bottle of alcohol or a belt?
Just a bottle of alcohol and a belt.
But dude, like at this, if this is the reason that Sith gain power, why wouldn't you just have multiple apprentices? Why wouldn't you do that?
I mean,
like,
at that point, you're
this is
literally
so
like,
stupid.
It makes no sense. if your whole power, if all of your powers come from leeching them off of your disciples, you're effectively just a cult leader. So why would you not want to grow your cult?
Yeah. Well, it also just makes every Sith fucking weak. Like, fuck off, dude. Darth Nihilus can eat planets. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I want the
elite
real
made my cameras
Emperor
off. Never mind.
Palpatine to walk
I'm gonna tell you.
dude, I would love for the real Emperor Palpatine to walk into Disney and just be like, "This is what we are doing." This is my script for the new Star Wars.
I want Palpatine to walk into Disney and Hassan all of the dogs in there.
Order 66, that motherfucker. I'm kidding. but like with like tasers.
Yeah, that's why I said I want him to Hassan the dogs.
Have Emperor Palpatine. Order 66 as in
just plays fucking slow.
No violence, just firing. We need Elon Musk to go into Lucasfilm and do the everything in the kitchen sink. This is actually so detrimental.
I got some kills.
Like, a lot of people would think this is not like a major.
Why is your
thing
sister talking about
when it comes to
kills?
Star Wars lore? This is very detrimental to Star Wars as a whole. Like, you've just legitimately broken the rule of 2 within a couple sentences. And they probably didn't even realize it. That's insane to me.
What? What did I do?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, this is absolutely... What the fuck, StreamYards?
It makes very little sense if this is like, and we've known this. I'm just a broken record at this point, saying that it makes no sense for Disney to try and explain their plot holes. At some point, you just need to accept that you need to like just do a whole fucking reset, and that you wrote yourself into a bad position. But no, Disney won't accept that, because then that would mean they would have to get rid of all of Kathleen Kennedy's pet projects.
Well, that would mean that they failed, and they won't accept that either. Like, that's their problem, right?
Well, this is what happens when you try to go against the core themes or core ideas of a series to try and change it. Is ultimately you run counter current of everything that came before it. And all the people who understand the established lore, like you guys, end up pointing out like, no, that's not how this works. There's this, and this issue. Then,
I mean, dude, like, there's literally books called The Rule of 2. Like, like you just fucked it. You just fucked all of Sith lore within a couple sentences. And I know, like, this is the company that brags about hiring people that have never fucking watched or read or gamed or anything Star Wars. Like, that's insane. They're like, oh, we want to get people in here who have never seen it because that means we'll get new shit. That means that they don't know the lore, you fucking retards. Like, that's how we get the Acolyte, you dumb fucks. Who hired...
When it comes to renewing an IP...
Harvey Weinstein's personal fucking assistant you hired, you fucking assholes. The girl who opened the door so that people could go in there and hang out with Harvey Weinstein for 30 minutes.
You say hang out pretty loosely.
Locked the door too. Probably locked the goddamn door too. Piece of shit. Fuck you, Lucasfilm. You guys took something that was sacred to so many people, and you just keep sitting on it every day.
So like I was going to try and say, when it comes to renewing an IP, there's a little bit of a balance that you do want to strike. You do want people to bring in new ideas, maybe outside perspectives that might help you improve on certain things that are done in your story, because nothing's new under the sun. Every story has been done. It's just a matter of what rendition you do, and like whether you just spam the same formulaic thing over and over again, or what. At the same time, though, you also need someone who is familiar enough with a IP to stay consistent.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be hard to find people who look at the EU. Like they literally could have done the EU, but the EU wouldn't have been theirs.
Well, that's because
they would have made a shit ton more money if they had gone with the EU. But they didn't care about that. It was the agenda.
Well, and that's the problem is the agenda. It's just getting in the way of fucking everything. Not nearly as bad as a Star Trek, Kenobi, or most of other Disney shit. It's just another thing on the long list of ways Disney has fucked Star Wars. Yep, that's what I was saying. Well, like the entire, you're not wrong, Crimson. Like, it's just
it's one of those things where like there's a core identity to everything. There is something that makes Star Wars Star Wars. There is something that makes Naruto Naruto. There's something that makes Lord of the Rings Lord of the Rings. You cannot go against those core elements, because those are the things that ultimately attract people to the property.
Absolutely.
That means that once an audience is set for a series, you can't really try and court a different audience, because, well, the new audience won't be very interested in what it was, and the old audience won't be very interested in what it will become.
So that's a great point, because what I was going to say on top of that was that, like, you need to, like, make something that pertains to the original fans, because then those original fans are going to go, this is good, to people that don't know it and go watch it. And then, like, let's use Lord of the Rings. Let's say Rings of Power was good, in some wonderful universe where we got a good Halo show and a good Lord of the Rings show. Let's just say that one of those was good. As a massive Halo and Lord of the Rings fan, I'm going to go and watch it. And then I'm going to go to other people, hey, play the games or watch the movies and then watch this show because it's really fucking good. And then you're going to have more people that are just then going to spread out from there. But, like, that's what happened with Game of Thrones, right? Like, people who read the books were like, oh my God, this is fucking great. Watch it. And then the people that watched it were like, oh my God, go watch it. Oh my God, go watch it. Go read the books. Go do. Same thing with Harry Potter. Same thing with Jurassic Park. Same thing with other, like even with Halo as gamers, the books got people into reading, right? Like, you had shit like that, or you had people who watched the original Star Wars movies in, like, the late 70s and early 80s that said, oh my God, there's books now. Like, yo, there's more Star Wars. And people were, like, rushing to get the books to get more Star Wars content because the fans were there as the ambassador. And now you don't have these ambassadors that are there because you fucked over the ambassadors, right? You made the things that we love shit. So we're going to instead, as the ambassadors, tell everybody, don't fucking watch this, boycott it, get it the fuck out of here, because it's bastardizing the shit that we love. And these people trust us because they know that we are the Star Wars fan in the friend group. We are the Lord of the Rings fan in the friend group. We are the gamer in the friend group. They know that.
I can give you a bit of a microcosm perspective on some of this stuff where we're, like, talking about, like, pissing off fans and everything. There's a series that I have
You're
covered.
glitching
One
out
that
a
I
lot, buddy. You might fix your mic real.
am I really that bad? Am I okay?
Hold on, talk for a second.
How am
Yeah,
I
you're
doing?
good now. You're good
Okay.
now.
So I can give you a bit of a microcosm
Yeah,
on
good.
this, just on a series that didn't really like get like co-opted by someone, but that like had a big swing where like fans turned on it. And this is one that I have covered quite a bit myself because I liked the first 2 seasons of this anime, and the manga was very popular. And you'll probably like to hear this one because it's by Aka Akasaka. Oshinoko was a series that was really good, and it had this whole theme about this main character who has been reborn and is living a second life, and sort of like over the course of the series finds more and more purpose to his life. Well, in the end, sorry to anyone who hasn't seen the series, I'm going to save you the trouble. He kills himself in the most stupid fucking plot to get his murderer dad in trouble with the cops. He gives up on life, and it ultimately dooms his sister into being exactly like their mother, which is something that he was trying to prevent.
We love that.
And because of the ending of the manga being so absolutely trash, people who loved this series, who had been singing its praises, turned against it. And now a lot of the momentum for the series has been killed. Most of the discussion online is negative. So there's a good like recent example of what you're talking about, where like if you don't give fans what they want, they're going to turn on you, and you're going to screw everything else over.
Exactly, and like
at the same time, though, there also it does need to be the caveat to where you can't be too beholden to your fans, because sometimes they're fucking crazy.
Well, no,
again, you have to find a bit of a healthy balance in there.
Well, there's not a, in my opinion, probably one of the chillest fan bases would be Lord of the Rings, because we just want to keep it, stuck to the professor's work. But when it comes to like Star Wars fans, like they're fucking ravenous, man. Like,
Lord of the Rings fans can be pretty brutal if you do not adhere to the core parts of Tolkien's works. Like Lord of the Rings fans will talk about how Jackson's movies aren't good adaptations, but they will still also say that they are good movies.
Exactly. But I would say we're a chiller fan base there than we are with Star Wars, which is like a fucking like they get like ravenous. And what happened is Disney fractured it. So there's this crazy, there's like factions within the Star Wars fan base that fight each other constantly. It's insane. But I mean,
Star Wars was like ground zero for a lot of the culture war stuff. That's why it's so ravenous.
It was.
Yeah, it is the longest standing battleground in terms of culture war bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's still going. And what's interesting is like it's gotten to the point of like I said, it's gotten to the point of apathy. And I've said this before, because we have Andor out there, which is an amazing show. It's great. It's well written. All this other stuff, written by a guy who is a fan of Star Wars, but doesn't know a lot about the lore, but did the specific research on specific things in the EU in order to fit his story. And we ended up getting the best thing that we've gotten. And he only got 2 seasons, and he's probably not going to get anything else. And it's like, well, Filoni gets whatever he wants, but he can just keep jerking himself off to Ahsoka the entire time. Like, I just... We're not getting anything out of my favorite franchise anymore that's actually fucking good. And at this point, like, I thought my first tattoo would be a Star Wars tattoo. Instead, it was Lord of the Rings. Like, because you can't kill Tolkien. Like, that's something you can't get rid of for me. That's always gonna be there. I'm always gonna have the books in my other room on my shelf. Like, you can never remove that. You can never take it from me. And it sucks when I'm looking at like all these different franchises. People are like, I have friends ask me like, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "Old shit." Like I rewatch Atlantis all the time because it's just a good kids movie. I watch the old Clone Wars. I watch old Star Wars. I watch Lord of the Rings all the time. Like I don't even watch the full movie. But the other night, man, I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Fuck it, I want to watch like this one scene from The Fellowship." Then I ended up watching an hour and a half of The Fellowship because you can't put it down because it's a great movie. It's like a freaking drug, man. It's like once you get into it, it's like it's too good. And like these movies that have been coming out, they're just there's nothing that has felt that way in so long. Like for me, I would say the last movie that made me feel really good. Well, I gotta say, Frankenstein. I watched it the other night. Fucking awesome. Highly recommend Frankenstein to everybody. The acting was phenomenal. Tywin Lannister's in it. He does a great job. Oscar Isaac does a great. Charles Dance. Oscar Isaac does a great job. I forget the actor's name who plays Filch and also Walder Frey in Game of Thrones. He's in it. He's awesome as the old man. And I was looking at him as the old man, and I was like, dude, he could play a Gandalf. Like if they were like it. Let's say we never done it. Like he could have done it. But there's a lot of good, or a Dumbledore more so. Like he could be the Dumbledore in the new Harry Potter, which we will be vehemently reviewing when it comes out. But I just like Frankenstein was fucking awesome. That movie was amazing. Everybody in it was great. It was really good. It's on Netflix now. Highly recommend it. Everybody should watch that. But my point here being is that we're just not getting movies that are made the way the Lord of the Rings was anymore, or the way the Star Wars was. What's up, Ronnie? It just really fucking sucks. I mean, like, even look at comedies. I mean, like, you're not getting the airplanes anymore. I'm hoping that Spaceballs is like the old Spaceballs. I'm really hoping that Mel Gibson hasn't lost his touch. Or Mel Brooks, sorry. Jesus. But it's a weird state that we're in, man, where the only good thing that I can watch is either something old or anime. Honestly. And Smiling Friends. Smiling Friends is great.
Dude, there's so many memes coming out of season 3 here. It's fucking awesome.
Dude, Smiling Friends is so amazing. Everybody should watch Smiling Friends. It's just so freaking. I curse you! I curse you! Dude, the boss just being unhinged.
Alan, we are so fucked.
We are so fucked, Alan.
Alan, we are so fucked.
Yo, the way that he gets snapped away like Thanos, bro.
Don't worry, your favorite boss has a little trick up his sleeve. Just a fucking brick.
Bro, I fucking love that show so much. That is amazing. Smiling Friends never change. Never change. You're too good. I haven't watched the new episode yet. I assume there is one.
Anyway, to get back a little bit to like the whole Star Wars thing, like with the
great quote. Great quote. Does anybody know what this is from? I know exactly what this is from.
Anyway, just to like a quick comment that kind of hit me here on the Palpatine stuff. Like, if the Sith get their power from their apprentices, doesn't that just fucking make the Sith pathetic little vampires?
That's what I'm fucking saying. Yes.
Like, doesn't that just make them fucking losers?
Yeah. Make some bitches. But in their eyes, they're like, well, Palpatine was still powerful as fuck. It's like, yeah, but if he was just siphoning the energy off of Anakin the entire time. Yeah,
I mean,
Maddie,
he's not much more than a fucking I almost said chakra vampire because of my fucking spiel about
vampire.
Naruto.
That's
He's
what
a
the
force
article
vampire is what he is.
saying. That's what the article was basically saying. I do want to say though, Jack Sparrow.
I believe that's the second movie. No, third. Third.
The world isn't smaller, mate. There's just less in it.
Bam, 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 bam.
Dun, man. Bum, bum. Also, one of my favorite movie franchises, which we're never going to get a fucking sixth for, thanks to Amber fucking Heard, you shitbed retard.
My dog stepped on a bee.
My dog stepped on a bee? Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you.
We love Johnny Depp here on this channel. We want a Pirate sixth. I want to see Bill Nye go, do you feel dead? Fuck yeah, bro. Alright, well, if we're done with the Star Wars Mega Pint, yeah. I don't know what that means. But I agree. If that's to Johnny Depp, then absolutely. Alright, gentlemen. Shall we talk about the next topic then?
Might as well.
Okay,
Hit me with it, baby.
So you guys might be familiar with this little known game. I mean, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people play it, but you might have heard of it. I think it might be called Grand Theft Auto. Never played it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's called Grand Theft Auto 6.
Mm-hmm.
It will apparently it got delayed.
Again? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw this. I don't care. I don't give a shit about Grand Theft Auto, to be entirely honest.
No, block. Get the fuck out of here. So, apparently GTA 6 got delayed.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got the article here, but I don't really fucking need to read it because it's very, very simple. Basically, the game is not ready to go when it should have been, right? So, there was only really one other, competitor for GTA 6. And you know what? I'm totally fine with GTA 6 being delayed. I don't want another Cyberpunk situation. If the game needs to be fixed, let the game be fixed. Yeah, that's what I heard. I was gonna. They some shit got fucked up, but I'm fine with GTA 6 being delayed. If they need to fix everything, make the game better, go ahead. I just think one of the major problems with these game companies is they say the game will be out at this date, at this time, in this year. That's the problem. Because you could just say, we're hoping to have it out in 2026. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just not say when. Like movies do that, right? Like we had when the Avatar trailer came out, it said 2025. That's all it said. It didn't say what date, didn't say what time, didn't say when. You know, it just said this year. Basically. That's the best way to do this shit because you know what? These days, a lot of gamers, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, because all you hear are gamers. We get pissed off when we buy a game and it's not fucking done.
I swear, I'm lollygagging there.
I agree.
Well, 6 and 26 should have always been the plan. Just sounds better, says Gray Pilgrim. Yeah, no, I don't disagree, but like if they do that, they're just gonna push it back into November, and like that's annoying. Like just release it in May. Fix your shit. Release it like you don't have to release it during the Christmas time. Like, because here's what they'll do: they'll have everything fixed, and then they'll just be like, "Nah, fuck it, we're just gonna wait until December." Like that shit is what pisses me off because they'll have it all fixed by May or June, and then they'll just wait to drop it. Like that's annoying because you know everybody's gonna buy it for Christmas anyway. Your GTA, you've sold more copies than almost any game ever, so just release it as soon as it's fucking done. In my personal opinion.
Yeah.
My humble opinion, I would have been like, guys, you need to. In my humble opinion, if I was a fucking game creator, I'd be like, all right, I need a coalition of people, like maybe 10 or 12 at the most, and then we're gonna be like, okay, you guys are signing an NDA, and then we're going to have you guys go and like stress test the game. Like you 12 people, we're gonna give you like 6 computers each. You're gonna run all 6 of them at the same time. We're gonna, have you guys do auto clickers and all that so that your AI, like your other computers run around, and you guys just need to run around and do shit just to stress test the servers we have.
Hold on.
And stress test the game.
They could release it in June. There is a gay pride march in the game apparently.
No, that's from what I heard, that's just a normal GTA 6 content. Like there's going to be pride marches and all that in GTA 6.
Oh no, I know. And that's that's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea, no. They also had a bunch of trans content that they cut from the game because they know the type of people that play GTA 5.
And you know how many people are going to be driving? You know how many people are going to be driving pickup trucks through the parade, bro?
My brother in Christ, you don't want to know what I'm going to be doing.
Not a good idea.
No. For legal reasons and for the betterment of the stream, I'm not going to say what I want to do. All I know is I'm going to have a lot of fun in GTA 6.
Let's just say crabs and hate crimes go together like a good cocktail mix.
It's like Germany and mustard gas.
God damn it.
You love it.
Yeah, GTA 6 is looking to be...
It's looking to be like the end. I'll put, money down right now. GTA 6 is going to win Game of the Year next year.
Most likely.
Well, unless they go and put in, like, in GTA 6, you're just running around and it's like an 8-bit game. I'm fairly confident in GTA 6.
Unless it's an absolute travesty, the level of One Punch Man Season 3, there's no way they don't get it.
Exactly.
No, it would still win. Yeah, I think it would still win if the game was shit and it didn't work.
Do you know how bad One Punch Man Season 3 has been?
That's what I'm hearing. You could tell me.
I dropped One Punch Man Season 3 in the middle of one of its best arcs.
Oh, that says a lot.
So I guess that's why you teabagged me? Because your team's fucking losing.
You playing Battlefield?
Yes, all the time.
What was it? Me and my buddies were playing Battlefield, and we just turned into Arabic suicide bombers.
Jeep stuffing?
Jeep stuffing. We tried originally with slams on the side of his APC, or his IFV, but that kind of blew up with him inside, and he wasn't able to get close enough because he has a gun. So we're like, fuck it, let's try a Jeep. And the slams didn't work. So we're like, fucking C4 then.
Oh, there you go.
And it worked!
Well, Speaking of games that aren't coming out anytime soon, is anybody here a fan of Elder Scrolls?
Oh no.
I have zero faith in Elder Scrolls 6.
Me too, buddy. So if you guys have ever been a fan of Elder Scrolls, they are phenomenal games. If you like medieval anything or fantasy anything, Elder Scrolls is the way to go, right? So specifically, I love Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Skyrim and Morrowind being my favorites. Well, Elder Scrolls 6 got a 30-second trailer in 2018. A camera shot flying over some mountains, and it looks to be the coast. Hold on. What is it? High Rock.
I don't think it was elsewhere. I think it was
High Rock.
High Rock. Yep.
Yeah. It was High Rock, and
I thought it was Redfall.
No, it's High Rock. I actually remember.
Oh, fuck the stinky high elves! I don't give a shit about them.
Hey, bro,
they are the fucking French of the.
No, the High Elves are the Somerset Isle.
Oh,
High Rock's the Bretons.
I heard everyone say that Elder Scrolls 6 was going to be Redfall.
No.
Or sorry, Hammerfell.
Hammerfell is the out here.
Redfall is the shitty fucking vampire game. I don't know why I was thinking that.
Well, you're thinking of Daggerfall.
What?
No, actually, I wasn't. I'm just fucking retarded.
Shit! I dropped something. It's my expectation for Elder Scrolls 6.
Hold on. Pilgrim calling him gay R.R. Martin. Fucking great.
I mean, based
on what?
On these nuts.
I'm gonna run
it would be High Rock, and we got that.
I'm telling you, she can be based on these nuts all she wants. Okay.
Guys, I'm telling you, we're not getting Elder Scrolls 6 probably until 2030. That's my guess.
No, we're going to get a buggy mess that they try to pretend is Elder Scrolls 6 before that.
Maybe, but let's get into this article real quick. It is by IGN, but it's the easiest one I can find. IGN's retarded, but we all know that. Okay. And the 6-year anniversary of the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement arrived. 6 years. Can we can yeah. So this article is, I'm preaching to patience. The Elder Scrolls 6 is still a long way off. Todd Howard warns fans, teases potential shadow drop. The Elder Scrolls 6, one of the most hotly, that's a weird, I feel like that just is not a word. Anticipated video game. I know it is, but it looks weird. Won't be out for some time yet, despite being announced over 7 years ago. Bethesda development chief Todd Howard has said in an interview with GQ magazine to celebrate the release of Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, because they just keep releasing games that they've already had out like 7 fucking times. I'm pretty sure Skyrim has been released like, was it 7 or 8 times? Something like that. Howard said, The Elder Scrolls 6 is still a long way off. I'm preaching patience. I don't want fans to feel anxious. What the fuck?
Look, a lot of these games
in January
that everyone's like super hyping, I'm just not into. Like the gaming industry in and of itself has not been very impressive. That is the reason more than anything.
No, not at all.
That I have zero faith in this being a good game. Fucking Battlefield just crashed on me. I fragged out so hard that Battlefield just crashed on me. All right, I'm going to go grab alcohol. You can continue reading.
Okay, there you go, buddy. In January this year, the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement became as old as the predecessor Skyrim was when the Elder Scrolls 6 was announced. Skyrim was released on November 11th, 2011, and the Elder Scrolls 6 reveal on June 10th, 2018 came 2,403 days after that. It is now 7 years and 5 months after the announcement, and we're no closer, it seems, to the release of the game. All right, let's just watch the quick trailer real quick. I think we can do this. This may work. Hey, you need to give me a goddamn head.
You did. You really did, bro.
All right, whatever. Fuck this thing.
And then I saw the back deal. It's like, oh my god.
All right, apparently not. Apparently not, chat. IGN's retarded. When the 6-year anniversary of the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement arrived, what the fuck? In June last year, god damn it, even Todd Howard paused to say, oh, wow, that has been a while. Yeah, it fucking has. And you've given us no information. So I don't even believe that you're like truly fucking working on it yet. I really don't. The Elder Scrolls 6 is at least in production, with Bethesda confirming early development in August 2023 and early builds were available in March 2024. Now, in the GQ article, Howard has once again admitted that it's taken too long to get the Elder Scrolls 6 out of the door, but did tease and the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remastered style shadow drop without confirming anything. Which, yeah, we got that as a shadow drop. I do like to have a break between them. It isn't like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. God damn it, this is so soft. I hate this shit. I hate IGN. Fucking terrible. I do like to have a break between them where it isn't like a +1 sequel, Howard said, of making the Elder Scrolls games again. I think it's also good for an audience to have a break. The Elder Scrolls has been too long, let's be clear. But we wanted to do something new with Starfield, which was fucking ass. We needed a creative reset. Bethesda is currently playtesting the Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, okay, but still. You focused too much on a game that wasn't good.
What are we doing?
So when will it actually come out? It seems likely at this point that it will be released for Microsoft's next-gen Xbox console and PC. Will it also be a PS6 game? A cross-gen title, perhaps? I like to just announce stuff and release it, Howard continued. My perfect version, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, is that it's going to be a while, and then one day the game will just appear. The Oblivion Remastered Shadow Drop was a test run, Howard teased. It worked out well.
She's so cool.
I like to just announce stuff and really, yeah, wait, what the fuck? Why is this happening? As for what Bethesda has going on right now, hundreds of people are working on Fallout, Howard said, across Fallout 76 and some other things we're doing, but the Elder Scrolls 6 is the everyday thing. Last month, it was confirmed that the Elder Scrolls 6 will include a character designed in memory of a much-missed fan after a remarkable charity campaign that raised more than $85 million to a Make-A-Wish. Howard revealed that Bethesda has spent some time talking with the group of fans who organized the fundraiser about what they want the Elder Scrolls 6 and commented, I think we were aligned. All right, that sounds about it. But basically, I don't think we're going to get this game for a long time. And I mean quite a long time. The fuck is happening? StreamYard is being stupid. All right, cool. Where the hell is everybody else? Everybody else is quiet. I'm confused. Oh, dude. Yeah, I remember Star Wars Eclipse. That was dude, I mean everybody else went silent. I guess I'm the only fucking one here. Fucking pronouns! Yeah, this was the one thing that we should have gotten, dude. Like, they are doing a third Jedi Survivor game or like a Jedi game, whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying, Pilgrim. Am I in purgatory now? Where the fuck is everybody? Why are y'all here if you're not gonna fucking say anything? But yeah, I wish Star Wars Eclipse happened. You know what? You know what? Corey, where the fuck you at? Or Crimson. I need one of you motherfuckers. We're gonna pull up the Star Wars Eclipse trailer again because that shit is fucking sick and it should have happened and we never got it. And that is a major, major fuck up. That is the hypest fucking trailer that Disney Star Wars has made other than Andor or Rogue One.
Oh,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Yo, Pilgrim, where's your ass at, bro? I'll send you the link right now, motherfucker.
All right, you window licking ass man. Wait, sorry, how did that go?
Fucking go.
You fucking window lickers.
All right, you window licking retard. I need you to fucking pull something up for me.
I'll pull my dick up.
Okay, don't do that. Sweet home Alabama.
What's going on here?
We're talking about Star Wars for a second. Yes, Maddie, that is true. He is back with alcohol.
5%. Okay, fuck off.
I am here with alcohol. Oh God, what percent? 9.5%.
You're drinking a little bit more heavily than me.
Yeah, I tend to do that.
But the thing is, joke on you, I have Cheez-Its.
Oh, the joke is on me. He does have Cheez-Its. Yeah, so I just read that entire article about Elder Scrolls 6 basically alone. That's okay.
Did the other guys just like pass out in their seats or something?
I don't know what's happening to the other two. I think they're dead, maybe. I'm gonna see if Krabs is alive.
Juliana, what happened? Why didn't you join?
What the fuck is that?
I think Rolando's sister has said more on this stream than Rolando has.
I was gonna say, women aren't allowed here. We can't do this.
No, girls allowed.
Here, I shall text him because there's something I want to go over with him.
I'm so pissed that Battlefield crashed while I was fucking fragging out.
That sounds about right. We gotta all play Battlefield together.
Mm-hmm. I got it for the questioners too, so we were playing the other night.
Oh, bet, dude. We should all fucking. What are you doing the night after a stream?
Depends.